How's it going, guys? Welcome back to TheBlueShifting and welcome back to Riddle Joker. So, I'm feeling a lot better now. I took a couple days off to kind of just rest up a bit. Luckily, I didn't get as sick this time. It just was a nasty cold, but it just kind of hit my throat. And, like, I might still cough here and there. I got my water, though, to try and help safeguard that. But it doesn't hurt, at least, to talk. So, I'm glad to be back to doing this. And so that means next week we should be right back on track with all our videos. So yeah, I'm looking forward to doing all that. Thank you guys so much for joining me, and thanks for your patience. I'm glad to be able to be recording this one today and getting it out on Friday, you know. If nothing else, getting back on track when I can. But again, I am still kind of sick, so it also might mean this might be a shorter episode than usual, so just bear with me on that. But I'm still going to shoot for my normal time, and, you know, you see this video, you can see the length of it, you know what to expect. So, no more discussing all of that. Let's just jump back into things. So, Satoru is kind of on a snooping expedition where he's gone to lunch at a different building, because each of the dorms have different cafeterias, and each cafeteria has like a different kind of like feel or specialization. So he went to building number 3, dorm number 3, I think, which is known for quantity of food, right? Like I mean decent food, but like a large portion sizes. So yeah, that was really interesting. But now he's like taking a kind of a way to be like, oh hey, I'm gonna go, you know, do my own thing for a little bit. And so now he's kind of snooping around. I think he's gonna try and get into Dr. Girl's office, or at least try and like figure out like what the situation is with her computer, which seems like it might be tied to more secure computers and a more secure server. So we're gonna try and get access to that information. So yeah, sounds like we're the good guys here, don't we? Anyway, let's jump back into it as we start our, you know, snooping around and see what happens. Everything seems normal for the most part. The security here is nothing compared to the myriad of cameras littered across the campus outside. That probably owes to the location of the research center. There are infrared sensors and security cameras set up at the entrance and at various points outside it, but none inside the actual building itself. Considering what we've dealt with before, this should be cake for Nanami. Right at that moment, my thoughts are interrupted by the vibrating of my phone from inside my pocket. Dad sent a message. Looks like they have the things we talked about during our previous phone call already. That's surprising. Didn't expect them to get it done that fast. But the earlier the better, so I won't complain. Anyway, I don't have to worry about it until after school. Time to head back to class. Okay, so that was really all he was doing. He just snooped around to kind of see like what kind of security they had like going on in the area. Afternoon classes then came and went. Judging by what I had today, I only had the real difference between my previous school is the addition of the Astron science classes. That and the pace of the material is taught, I guess. I also hear PE classes are a big special. I say that because we didn't have PE today. Supposedly, if you're an Astral, the focus of the class is learning to use your ability practically. It makes sense to me. Astrals naturally have the advantage over normal people when it comes to any test of fitness due to their ability. Integration efforts can be a bit tricky because of this. Well, I still haven't experienced what class is like yet, so I'll hold off on saying any more. We have more important things to be worrying about right now, namely how we're going to sneak into the lab.
ところで、有原くんは部活には入るのか?
Are there actual clubs and stuff? I probably won't, at least not now. I was slacking a bit at my previous school, so I need to focus on studying first so I can catch up.
そういうことなら仕方ないな。生活に関することだけでなく、勉強でも困ったことがあれば相談してくれ。
Alright, Hazuki is probably the most interesting character to me so far, but she's starting to lose a little bit of points because she seems almost like too intense with this. Like, I get she wants to be helpful, but like, it's almost getting overbearing. Like, I imagine there's a reason for that, but right now it's almost like, okay, calm down. Thanks, I'll probably take you up on that sometime in the future.
あ、任せろ。
Speaking of the extracurriculars, do you do anything?
体を動かすのは嫌いではない。だがな、寮長の仕事で時間を取られることも多い。だから、部活には入っていないんだ。
Among other things,
実はこの後も呼ばれていてな。そろそろ行かないと。
Ah, I see. Man, sounds like you have a lot of work.
有原くんが思ってるほどじゃないさ。ではな。
Bye. Guess I better get going too. After getting back to my room, I quickly changed out of my uniform and head back out. I go and get permission to leave, then exit the school grounds. I'm making a trip to the nearby convenience store. Nice.
ありがとうございました。
All I got were a few cups of instant noodle and some snacks for when I get hungry at night. It didn't actually matter what I bought, as long as it was something, but it's obviously better to buy something I'll actually eat rather than waste food.
Hello, 元気?
Ah, that's what we're doing. We're here to collect stuff. A tall woman calls out to me. She's wearing a blue jumpsuit and a similarly blue cap. There's a company label on the cap that reads, Yozen Cleaning. I'm more than familiar with the name. It's a fake company the SFD use on occasion for missions. I've even worn the same jumpsuit she's wearing before. Oh, so they sent you? Ue-san? Ue-san?
こっちの方による任務のついでにね。
So I guess this means you know about us working for the organization?
内部で知ってるのは室長の他には私だけ。痕跡もすでに工作済みだってさ。
Man, this is like a scene right out of some crime show. The head of the organization goes missing, but since he's the only one who knows the true identity of the main character, who's the undercover agent for him, the main character can't return back to the organization.
確かに。室長としては、なんならこのまま普通の学生に戻ってもいいと思ってるんじゃない？
Maybe so. Seems like he tries to pull me and Nanami away from the SFD every opportunity he gets. I might give it some thought eventually.
本当に強情だな、君は。さて、本題に入ろう。これが室長からのプレゼント。
Thanks a lot. The present, Oe-san presses at me as a single sheet. Though it might be too thin to be called a sheet, it's transparent skin-colored film. This is it?
そう。メモリー繊維が使われてるらしいよ。
Okay.
あれを使えば可能性はあるかもしれん。
Yeah, maybe it like can absorb and replicate Astron signatures? That'd be kind of cool.
メモリー繊維だ。知ってるだろう。突版の制服にも使われているんだから。
Ah, so I can like that's the uniforms that like let them mimic other abilities maybe?
あれならアストラルを吸収して記憶することができる。
Nice.
本来は特殊な加工でアストラルを組み込むらしいが、時間をかければそのままでも吸収するらしい。
Huh. Isn't the material also processed so the Astron infusion is permanent?
もちろんそうだ。しかし、素の状態でも1日2日程度は残ってるらしい。
Interesting. So you're suggesting we infuse it with Shikibi Meiu's Astrons?
うまくいくかどうかはシステム次第ではあるが、試す価値は十分にあるだろう。
The trouble is how are we gonna get her to imprint on it without her raising suspicion? Isn't memory fiber crazy expensive though?
全員分の制服を作る金額と一緒にするな。個人のアストラルを一時的に記憶するだけなんだから。いくらなんでもその程度の金額を動かせなくて、こんな組織の活動ができるわけないだろう。
Right.
すぐに準備する。おそらく明日には連絡ができるはずだ。
Okay, so we have a plan, but I don't know how we're gonna execute
実
it.
験用として、もともとこういうゲルシートがあったらしい。これに記憶させれば、本人がいなくても能力の研究を進められるからね。
I was wondering how he managed to prepare this so fast. That explains it.
使い方は、このゲルシートを対象に貼るだけ。
Yeah, how are we gonna do that though?
しかもこの極薄。つけてる感じはないから、まず気づかれないってさ。
Great, we should be able to...
でも、服の上からじゃなく、直接肌に貼ること。
Right. What?
あと、記憶するには数時間は貼り続けること。
Yeah, how big is this sheet supposed to be? What?
てなわけで任務に戻る。そっちも任務、頑張って。
Yeah, I'm guessing it's bigger than convenient. Like I was hoping it was gonna be like a patch maybe, like this big, but like if it's like a sheet of paper, ooh, Ua-san, wait, are you serious? Not only didn't you find a way to stick it on the person's skin, I have to leave it on there for a few hours and then take it back off? Not sure how he expects me to pull this off, to be honest. Well, it's not Ue-san's fault. She can't do anything about it. Ugh, this sucks. Seriously, this is ridiculous. Well, whatever. Complaining won't do a thing for me now. I'll just have to think of something.
何を何とかするんだい？
Hey, you. Huh? Ah! Shikibe-sensei! Hi there! On your way back to the dorms?
そう。有原くんはコンビニの帰り？
This is oddly convenient. Yeah, I got some snacks for tonight.
なんかブツブツ言ってたけど、悩み事？
Oh, yeah, it's nothing. I was just trying to understand the stuff we went over in class today.
勉強熱心なのはいいことだね。よろしい。お姉さんでよければ教えてあげる。
Thanks for the offer, but I'm good. I want to try to figure it out on my own before I go to others.
ほうほう。それは本当に関心だね。まず考えてみるのはいいことだよ。それでもわからなければ、いつでもお姉さんを頼ってくれていいからね。
Everyone's overflowing with helpfulness. It's nice, but also kind of weird. Yeah, they gave you your own labs. I figure you must be pretty smart when it comes to this stuff. I'll keep your offer in mind.
お任せあれ。私は第三寮の408号室だから。
Wait, are we? No, we're not in dorm 3, are we? Oh, coincidentally, I'm also in dorm 3. Okay, we are. I was like, because I think 3 was where we also ate too. So we just did everything in dorm 3 recently.
なら、質問もしやすくていいね。じゃあ、短い道だけど、寮まで一緒に帰ろうか。
Yep. We both start walking toward the dorm, with me one step behind her.
ところで、有原くん、君の昔の話を聞いてもいい？
Okay. Like, what school I used to go to before I came here?
もっと昔。例えば、子供の頃の話を教えてほしいんだけど。
What would you want to know about my childhood? As we talk, I slowly and inconspicuously move my arm toward her. Very, very carefully. Target acquired. Thighs in respect. Okay, so it is. It's about this big. Still difficult to put on somebody without them noticing. Huh?
今、何かした？
Oh, no.
そう。で、話を戻すんだけど。
Slowly. Very slowly.
ん？口笛うまいね。
It's nothing special, really.
少なくとも、私よりはうまいことは間違いない。
I can't whistle worth a darn. Quietly. Very quietly.
ん？
Stop talking, you idiot! Everything alright?
いや、やっぱり何かしようとしてない？
What? Of course not.
そう？
Dang it, this is gonna be so much harder than I thought. My only real option for where I am are her hands or her legs. But I have to stick it on her, so I'm just gonna have to do one or the other. Okay, let's do this. Quiet as a mouse.
人の話聞いてる？
あ、
はあ？やっぱり何かしようとしてる。
You idiot, Satoru! It's not what it looks like, I swear.
もしかして、いたずら？エッチなこと？
No, I wasn't.
じゃあ、その伸ばした手は何だい？
You should have tried her hand. I'm just,
怪しい。ちょっとその手をお姉さんに見せてみなさい。
Well, this is a bugger's muddle. I swear, I'm not trying anything.
だったら見せられるでしょ？ほら、その手を。
Wait, senpai, stop! If you're showing me like that. Okay, go. Don't get overwhelmed. Just go boom right on the thigh. Are you okay?
私は大丈夫。有原くんの方こそ怪我してない？
I'm all good. Nothing. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Hey YouTube, please be good kind. Here's the other thing too. Like, so. Oh.
バックログ画面ですね。
I clicked the wrong button. But we gotta remember too, this is the Steam version. So if you have played this game before, but you didn't play Steam version, like just keep in mind, some of the scenes might be altered. We'll see. Oh,
バックログ画面だ
my
よ。
body might instantly freeze up when I realize the position I'm currently in. Oh boy. My face is right in front of her crotch. Even though I knew I shouldn't, I can't stop myself from staring. Wait, this is the perfect opportunity! I can stick the memory fiber gel sheet on her. Wait, hold up, where'd the sheet go? I was in my hand just a second ago. Crap, don't tell me I dropped it. Huh?
ごめんね。私が無茶なことしちゃったから。
Yeah, so like there's an arrow on the bottom corner of the screen, like you see that? This makes me think that this picture has been zoomed in for quality control. I don't know what I'd call it. So I'm guessing we're not getting the whole picture here because maybe it's already attached to like her inner thigh. Crap. It's stuck to her thigh, literally inches from her front. Oh no. How did it even get there? How am I gonna get that off now? If I reach for that, sexual harassment will be the least of my worries. I'll be charged for attempted rape. What could be? Oh, it couldn't have been somewhere like her knee. Why does it have to be right next to her groin? Oh, and if the situation weren't bad enough already, now the sheet has blended in with her skin, so I can't even see it. Fetch, I need to come up with a plan. Actually, hold up. The sheet stuck to her skin now, so basically cleared her to one of my objective. I mean, I could have been worse, right? Oh, fetch, who am I kidding? There's no way this could have been worse than this. How am I supposed to get the thing off in a few hours? I should take it off right now while I still can, and then I'll... She pulled her skirt down to cover her crotch, meaning I totally just missed my window to remove the sheet. Oh no. I'm screwed. Completely, royally screwed. So we're just gonna gloss over this fact? What just happened? I'm so sorry. I promise it wasn't on purpose.
こっちこそごめんね。なんかお見苦しいものを見せてしまって。
It's interesting here because like the idea is gonna be like, well, of course it would want to, like, but like that's kind of like got a weird thing to say. But here's the other thing to figure out too. Think you can? It is sexual harassment technically. Well, like if it were like on purpose or forced, like that's sexual harassment. And guys can be sexually harassed too. Like just because like you're there doesn't mean that we just want to have these types of like interactions with people. Like it goes both ways. Typically, it feels like most guys would be like, oh yeah, that's like, it's like, oh, most guys would kill for an opportunity to have a chance encounter like this. But then just keep it in mind, you know, sexual harassment is sexual harassment, no matter who it is or what's going on. Anyway, I don't know why I said that. I really, like, it's on topic. Anyway, we'll keep going on. What? Whoever said that? Honestly, I thought your underwear was kind of cute. Bold boy.
いや、こういうの私の柄じゃないっていうのは分かっているんだけど、実はフリフリしたのが好きで。
フリフリ。で
もお子様趣味ってわけじゃないよ。大人でもこういうのが好きな人は多くて。何説明してるんだろう私。
Alright. When she's flustered, she's adorable. It's nothing to be embarrassed about.
それならよかった。でも使い古したクタクタパンティじゃなくて本当によかった。破れたクタクタおパンツを見られた日には死にたくなる。
Why do you own those still?
まあ勘違いしないでね。おろしたてでもパンティ見られたことは恥ずかしいんだよ。見られて喜ぶ露出趣味はないからね。
Don't worry, I know. I never thought you were. Also, I think I owe you an apology. I realized it was an accident, but I still saw something of yours I shouldn't have.
いや、そもそも倒れるきっかけは私だから。できればこのことは忘れてほしい。恥ずかしすぎる。
Of course, I'll never bring it up again.
よろしくお願いします。
Yeah. Alright, let's just get up. Pretend nothing happened.
私、部屋に戻るから、またね。子供の頃の話、また今度聞かせて。じゃあ。
Wait, senpai, I wasn't... The embarrassment must have reached a boiling point. She keeps running without even sparing me a second glance. Man, how am I supposed to get that sheet off now? I really don't want to consider it, but is force my only option here? Oh, fetch! I could use stealth function of my SFD uniform, maybe get it off while she can't see me?
Satoru-kun? こんなところで何してるの?
We've had an update! It is a bad update! Nanami.
さっきから一人でうめいて、どうしたの? 何か悩み事なら、話ぐらいは聞くよ。
Could she go? So, the thing is... Nanami? Right! This is perfect! Nanami!
はい。
I need you to do something for me.
お兄ちゃんがそんなに素直に私を頼るなんて珍しいね。
Trust me, this is a doozy. You're the only one who can help me with this.
私にしか?
Yes, only you, dear sister. I really hate to shove my mess onto you, but please, you have to do this for me.
仕方ないな。サトルくんがそこまで言うなら、 力を貸してあげるのもやぶさかではないよ。
She's gonna be so upset.
それで私に何をしてほしいの？
Okay, please don't freak out when you hear this. So basically, the situation is as follows.
ふむふむふむふむふむえ？
Yeah, sorry. It's bad. It was an accident.
先輩、ちょっといいですか？はーい。
Oh my gosh. Okay. All right, here's the thing. I thought she was just wearing like a shirt that was just wide open. And then I was like, oh, thank goodness, no. But then I was like, wait a minute, did they edit this and she originally was? But then I looked at this shirt and I'm like, no, there's no way.
突然すみません。サトルくんから先輩のお部屋を教えてもらって。いいよ、それぐらい気にしないで。それよりどうしたの？私に何か用事かな？
Nanami, what's your plan here? I'm confused on what you're gonna do.
用事というほどではないんですが、私はまだ友達もいないので。
Oh boy.
寂しくてここに来ちゃった？お姉さんを頼ってもらえるなんて光栄。ですから先輩、今日は親睦を深めるためにも。
Nanami, what are you planning to do here?
一緒にお風呂なんてどうですか？
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh.
うわー、やっぱりななみちゃん肌綺麗だね。何かケアとかしてるの？
This is the easy part, getting here. How is she gonna do the rest?
特別なことは何も。誰でもしてるようなことばかりです。若い時からちゃんとケアしてた方がいいよ。そういうものですか。交通事故と一緒。危ないって思った時には手遅れになってる可能性が高いからね。
What?
これ、お姉さんからのアドバイス。
You saying she's so cute she's gonna get hit by a car?
ありがとうございます。気をつけてみます。でも、先輩の肌だって綺麗ですし、何より女の人として魅力的だと思いますよ。そうだといいけどね。やっぱりシャワーの水の弾き具合が。
Rough wrinkle. What? It's like when girls complain about like their tummies like having too much fat when it's like they're like washboard. It's like it makes no sense.
本当ですよ。こう、触っちゃいたいぐらい素敵です。
Ah, setting it up. Nice, good thinking, Nanami.
というか、
Oh no.
先輩。何？ちょっと本当に
Oh gosh.
肌を触らせてもらってもいいですか？
She's got the weirdest impression of us.
私の方が綺麗ならまだしも、ななみちゃんの方がきめ細やかな肌なのに。
Oh my
触る価
gosh.
値なんてある？
Oh my gosh.
あります。全然ありますよ。だから、先輩、失礼します。
What is happening?
ちょっと、ななみちゃん、それはいくらなんでも突然すぎ。もう、妹になんてことさせるかな。
Who knows?
いや、そこは、ななみちゃん、そこは誰？
just stuff. Just things happening. Nothing abnormal.
やっぱり先輩の肌綺麗です。それに女性としてとて
Just
も魅
gonna
力的
drink
で、
my
あっ
water.
ちもそっちも、ここも。すごいですよね。やっぱり大人の魅力って言うんですか？ほら、ことか。
I'm gonna die.
そんなところまで触らなくてもいいとお姉さんは思うんだけど。いえ、やっぱりこれぐらいしないと。ないよ。シートどこにあったの？サトル君は鼠径部って言ってたけど。
Oh, come on. Mission critical information there. Oh, no.
そもそも鼠径部ってどこなの？ここら辺？そこはデリケートなところだから。
Whew. There's other people in the
見て
room.
るよ、ナナミちゃん。勘違いされる。絶対勘違いされてる。
Yeah.
こんなにべったりいっぱいいろんなところを触ったりして、きっとそっちの趣味だって思われてる。
The only problem with that is that doesn't seem to be the case for you. That is unfortunate.
それもこれもサトルくんが変なところに貼るからだよ。パパー。ナナミちゃん、さすがにそろそろ。ごめんなさい先輩。でももう少しだけ。鼠径部。もうちょっと話をちゃんと聞いておくべきだった。
Goodness knows why.
ここだけ肌の感触と違う。きっとこれだ。でもなんか剥がれない。もうちょっと。ななみちゃん、指でくすぐらないで。コリコリしないで。そこをくすぐられると私
Hey, you calm down. Jeez. Oh my gosh. What did we just witness?
ななみちゃん、いくらなんでも大胆すぎるよ。
There are days where I really do get concerned that someone's gonna stumble across this video first and think this is what we talk about here. It's a sidetrack and often a side event that happens in these stories, and it's wonderful, but it's also something it's like, if it's isolated, it looks really bad.
やだ、あの子もしかして
Oh man.
こんな場所であんなに
Oh no.
すっごいテクニック。
Oh no.
あんなに可愛い顔して大胆。
Well, Nanami's got her fate sealed.
違うんです。誤解なんです。これはそういうのじゃなくて、こんなことされてお嫁に行けない。
I can't get married.
違うんですよ。
Oh, that was scarring.
サトルくんのバカ。アホ。転入初日からこんなことするなんて。勘違いされた。絶対に勘違いされたよ。
I'm sorry. Really, I mean it. I don't know how to make it up to you.
そもそも、どうやってあんな際どい場所にシートを貼ったの？
It was like, we fell. It was like straight out of a manga. An accident. A very unfortunate accident. And I totally realize what kind of awful situation I put you in because of my mistake. I'll do anything to earn your forgiveness, Nanami.
本当？
I do.
絶対？
I promise.
じゃあ、許してあげる。
Uh-oh. Thanks.
でもやっぱり明日から怖い。クラスで浮いてたらどうしよう。
On the contrary, you might have a lot of other people also very interested in you. Speaking of which, how was your first day of classes go?
疲れた。予想通りみんなの前で自己紹介させられて、 しかもその時噛んじゃったよ。
Aww. Well, everyone makes those mistakes. Don't let it get to you. If anything, it'll probably make you come across as more relatable.
まあ確かに話しかけてもらえたよ。
Good.
すごいよね。初対面の人間に明るく話しかけるなんて、まさにコミュ力お化け。
I'm really perplexing because I can do that very comfortably, but inside I'm screaming. I can sound fairly confident when I'm talking to people, and like I often will like muster up the courage to go and like introduce myself, but I'm also like introverted, so like that's very stressful and very draining for me. So like after like going and being social for a limited amount of time, like I just want to go curl up and like sleep or like read a book or something, play a game, you know? Like it's very bizarre being an outgoing introvert. Like it is a thing, and it's something that I am. Like the fact that I have this channel is like a perfect example of it, because you get to see a part of me that I don't get to share very often, and you see how much I talk. Like I don't shut up half the time. But the thing is, I don't feel like I can show that like normally. I get too like self-concerned, and I get like, I feel like I can become overbearing. I just don't think people are interested in what I want to say, because like the stuff I want to say and talk about is just usually kind of off the wall, just not really relevant, and most people just don't have an interest. So this YouTube channel is like a powerful outlet for me to be able to just say what's on my mind and be this outgoing introvert, because we have the barrier of the camera here. Like I love being able to read your comments, but even if I get overwhelmed with comments, I can find that like almost like overbearing, and I have to like take my time to respond, because like sometimes it almost feels weirdly, it's social, and I kind of bring some of that stress up, though luckily it's muffled. But I get to talk to you in a way that feels like there isn't really a barrier, because like there is. Like it's weird, because like there is that level of a barrier, but like it lets me have this kind of separation that allows me to just be myself, and I love that. That's another reason why I love making content like this, is because I get to share games I love, talk about subjects that are important to me in a way that's comfortable. So thank you for being here. It means a lot. It really means a lot. Anyway.
でも明日からは避けられるかもね。誰かさんのおかげで。
I'm sorry. I really am.
もういいよ。任務として必要だったのは理解してるから。
Yeah, that makes me feel a bit better. And like I said, I really will make it up to you.
約束だからね。
I know. So, on a more serious note, any progress on the security stuff?
うん。ちゃんと調べたよ。想定した通り、本社側のセキュリティは厳しくない。
Seems like a lapse, but if they're confident in the exterior, you think that I guess they never anticipated internal infiltration would be likely.
お昼のうちに仕込みもしておいたから、サトルくんなら侵入するのも難しくないと思う。
Good. So now we just have to hope the sheet gets us in.
私が頑張って回収したんだから、成功することを心の底から祈るよ。
Same here.
サトルくんの方こそ、下調べは済んだの？
Yep, I think I've got a good grasp of where everything's located, thanks to my photographic memory. Memorizing's a cake.
映像記憶。話だけ聞いてると、すごく便利そうだよね。
It also explains why he was able to like rattle off the instructions in class so well. Man, if you have an actual photographic memory, he has no excuse for having poor grades. Like he should be able to just repeat back everything he hears, right? Or sees, at least. Photographic memory, also sometimes called an eidetic memory, which is actually the proper name for it, is the ability of the brain to store sights and vividly recall them after exposure. My photographic memory isn't the result of any astral ability. The thing is, all people have this kind of memory during early childhood. They just usually lose it gradually as they age into adulthood. I'm no exception to that. I don't have a photographic memory by nature. However, I can temporarily regain access to that latent neural function by essentially energizing my brain. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's my true astral ability, neural manipulation. Oh, interesting. The ability we decided to register in the AIMS database for me, physical enhancement, works on the same principle as hysterical strength. By manipulating my brain, I can force it to maximize power output. That's why he got so sore. He can push himself to the physical, like extremes, but not without consequence. It's very possible for me to strain my muscles or even break a bone if I go overboard. Yeah, this also applies to my photographic memory. Well, maybe. I get a real awful headache if I use it too much.
今は痛くない？
Interesting. I like his ability. it's really dynamic. So like he has a mastery over his like mental capacity, but because that he circumvents normal inhibitors that keep him safe and protected. So he has to counterbalance that or else he can suffer some dire consequences. That's a really cool ability. One that has lots of like rules and structure to it. It's not as blanket as like, oh, I'm just incredibly strong. You know, like, I mean, that's fun, but it's like not nearly as interesting. No, I'm good. Anyway, you ready to start this? All right, operation commence. Watch out, there's a camera over there, so don't move too far to the left.
わかった。
Another camera, crouch down.
カメラの数、多すぎだよ。腰が痛い。
Over here. We make our way through the thicket, crouching and dodging around the view of the cameras.
9月だってのにまだ暑いな。
時期に涼しくなるさ。
だといいけど。
ほら行くぞ。まだ巡回は残ってるんだから。
ちょっと待てって。
There are two security guards passing by right in front of us. Okay, they're gone. You ready?
待って、今やってる。
She's tapping away on her tablet, hard at work. That tablet's currently connected to the school's security system.
よし、切り替えた。あんまり長いと怪しまれるから、3分間だけごまかしてるけど、これでいける？
3 minutes. 3 minutes? It's more than plenty. I approach the building and start pumping energy into my body. I lift Nanami easily and start to scale the side of the building like some sort of bug. We find an open window and hop in. After successfully infiltrating the building, we walk through the hallways to find Shikibi-sensei's lab. Senpai's, not sensei. All that's left is to see whether or not the door will open. Do it, Nanami. She walks up to the sensor and puts the gel sheet on it, but the sensor shows no response. I wonder why it's not working.
反応が弱いのかな？
After heaving sighs, we both exchange looks. Guess we'll have to retreat and think of something else. We were about to turn around, dead set on giving up. But right at that moment, we heard a light clicking noise, signaling the door had been unlocked.
サトルくん、今のって。
Either it just worked, or she's somewhere, for some reason she's in there. Yeah, the door just opened. After exchanging a nod, I grip the knob and turn. The door opens, just like that. Holy crap. The room is dark and nobody seems to be inside. I quickly pull Nanami inside, then close and lock the door. I pull up my ear up to it to listen for a few seconds, but I hear nothing. After that, I go over to the window and look outside. Nobody there either. There's not a single sound to be heard. Looks like we've managed to sneak in unnoticed. Thank goodness it worked. We were about to give up too.
みたいだね。よかった。私の努力が無駄にならなくて。
Yeah, so far. Don't forget the real objective is what comes now.
ああ、そうだね。すぐに始めるよ。
Almost there?
焦らない。焦ったところで処理速度が上がったりはしないんだから。
She has the tablet in hand, looking down at it. The bluish light from it illuminates her face in the midst of this darkness.
何？
Oh, nothing. I was just wondering why you aren't frantically typing away at some keyboard, you know, like hackers always do in TV shows and movies.
叩かないよ。ツールを走らせてるだけだもん。まあ、そういう描写の方がロマンはあるんだけどね。叩いてもいいけど、全くの無意味だよ。
Yeah, yeah. Oh. Anyway, how much longer do you think it'll be?
完全隔離して安心してるのかな？侵入を想定してない感じがする。
I recently saw a clip that's like the hacking. It's like from like a cop show, NCIS, where like they're doing the classic like typing and like screens popping up while they're doing like a hacking montage, and like the doctor's like typing and hacking and going, and then the counterpart's like watching, and then like he like watches the screen, looks at her, watches the screen, looks at her, and then he scoots over and he starts typing on the keyboard. So it's two people typing on the same keyboard, like hacking at the same time. It's so bad. It's so bad. I hope I remember to put that in there in my editing, because it's an abomination, but it's hilarious.
セキュリティがそこまで厳しくないから、もうすぐだと思うんだよね。あ、言ってるそばからいけた。あとはちょいっと魔法をかければ完了っと。
Dang. Hey, I like that one. It'd make for a great movie line.
でしょ
Well, joking aside, are you in the Ames database now?
ちょっと待って。検索。検索する方法はどこだろう。こっちは違う。こっち？あった。これだ。それで、調べるアストラル能力は認識阻害だっけ？
Yep. How many are there?
登録されてるのは、社会人が一人に、学生が一人。両方とも男の人だよ。
Okay. Are there profiles in there of them in there? Pictures would be great.
写真も登録されてるから。はい、これ。
The adult is Ono Kiyokuni. He's a researcher doing Astron stuff from the chemical company. His height is 183 centimeters. His weight is 85 kilograms. He isn't obese, but he's still a little pudgy. He has a very rugged-looking face, fitting for his larger physique. Doesn't seem like much of a weakling to me.
カツアゲされそうには見えないね。
Now for the student. His name is Suga Hideto, and he's a first year at this school. Height 168 centimeters, weight 48 kilograms. In contrast to the adult, he's extremely lean. He also wears glasses. Definitely fits the image of the guy we're looking for. Not the image, the profile. But we shouldn't be too hasty. We can't always judge a book by its cover. Either way, I'll store both their images in my photographic memory just in case. Okay, I should do it.
それじゃあ撤収。
You also gotta remember, this is someone who can manipulate, like, your perception. It wouldn't work on a computer, so taking a picture of somebody would be able to, like, I would guess would show what they really look like. But to everyone else, they could look different. Including us. I wonder... We'll have to keep an eye out for that. I'll be curious if there's any characters who seem really camera shy. I'd suspect them to be potentially like the suspect. Even like it could be a girl, it could be like the dorm, like the kid next door in our dorm. It's an interesting idea. Like, what if everyone else thinks somebody looks one way, but like their records actually reflect a different way? Yeah, no point in staying here any longer.
了解。最後にお掃除をしとかないとね。
Uh-oh. But right as she starts fiddling with her tablet, we hear an alarm go off somewhere outside. Crap!
嘘、なんでそんなはず、何かミスった？
I run up to the window and peek outside cautiously. I spy a few people hectically running about. But weirdly enough, they're not running toward the school building. In fact, they're going away from it.
どうしよう。何かの罠、トロイの木馬、構成防壁、画面にバベルの文字列が。
Calm down, Nanami. Have you been kicked out of the network?
今のところは特に変化はないけど、でもこのアラームが。
Those crazy, like, nutcases are trying to break in. It's probably someone else who got caught.
そうなの？
Go ahead and log off the network and do it calmly. Don't panic.
わかった。
Like, this actually is a boon for us. Like, it's terrifying, but it really works in our favor. I'll go see what's going on outside.
見つかったらどうするの？というか、一人にしないで、お兄ちゃん。
I understand your concern, but I have to make sure we have an escape path secured. I won't be gone long, so you can finish things up here in the meantime.
でも、もしその間に誰か来たら？
I really doubt that'll happen, but use your uniform stealth ability and try and keep quiet. Oh, and don't leave the room. But if you have to for whatever reason, try to at least stay inside the school building. I'll come save you as soon as I can.
わかった。
Look, lock the door behind me, okay? I turn around and reach for the door, but she stops me one last time. Yeah?
気をつけてね、お兄ちゃん。
Don't worry, I'll be fine. See you in a bit, Nanami. As I run through the hallway, cloaked with my stealth function, I activate my ability. I energize my brain, heightening all my 5 senses. Even though I can manipulate my brain, there's a natural limit to everything I can do. But the amount that I can heighten my senses by is more than enough. Okay, so there definitely isn't anyone in the building. The security guards must be focused on something outside. Maybe someone tried sneaking on campus? Well, first I need to get out there and see what's going on. Interesting. It's a bit of a cliffhanger, but I think we're gonna wait here for now. Like, my throats get a little sore, and it's not the best place to stop, but I have a feeling it's gonna kind of go into much longer, and I don't know if I have another 20 minutes in me. But thank you guys so much for being here today. Thank you for your patience, and sorry about that. But hey, we got a lot of interesting stuff that happened in this episode, that's for sure. Thank you for spending your time with me. Again, like I said, it means the world to me that I even get to make this content. The fact that people show up and come watch it with me is just amazing. So thank you so much for spending your time here. I hope you enjoyed yourself. Thank you especially to my patrons, the people who are like really supporting me directly. It means the world to me. I know you probably get tired of hearing it, but it really is something I need to thank every single day, because every single video I make is more possible and more likely to continue because of them. So I'm going to say thank you to them. But I'm also going to say thank you to the people who are just watching this video. Again, you guys are also a reason why I keep coming back. Like, I think I'd always be making content, but the amount of content I make now and like the amount of time I put into this is largely in part because of you. Like, it not only helps me feel like I'm actually doing something that's worthwhile, but it also helps like those close to me understand like that this is something that's like real and meaningful and not just like a random way to fill time. So thank you for that. I hope you guys have a great rest of your day and a great weekend. Hopefully things are calming down in the world, don't get any crazier, and that we can start seeing more peaceful things around, you know, the world in general. I hope you all have a great day, and until next video watching me, I hope you see me in next. I'll see you there.